Hi everyone! I was watching this YouTube video when I started to think about this outrage that always seems to stem from the political left when there's an Islamic terrorist attack on an Islamic country. And it always goes like this. They act as if there's some huge hypocrisy and racism going on there. And they ask, oh, where are your Facebook filters for the flag of Pakistan? Where are your hashtags about pray for Istanbul? And they act as if attacks on the West are comparable to attacks on another Muslim country. And of course they are not. There's a simple explanation to that. And when there's an Islamic attack on, say, Paris, the threat is external. It comes from the outside. So it's a global threat, something that threatens all of us, not just the French. And so the people react because it matters to them. It's not something internal. And it's not something the French people can fix by changing their own culture because it just fell on them. It's not the product of their own culture. But when this happens in Muslim countries, it's a product of their own culture. They can fix that by fixing their own culture. If they created more secular cultures, the rest of us wouldn't have to deal with Islamic extremism either, because it's their countries this comes from. So it's an internal issue for them, but it's a global threat for us. Those are completely different things. And there's no racism or hypocrisy going on here, and I can prove it. Let's take, say, school shootings in the USA. Those, of course, create a lot of mourning, a lot of outrage in the US, but they don't gain nearly as much global attention as a terrorist attack would. And there's a simple reason. It's the same reason. School shootings are considered an internal issue. People look at those and say, oh, that's an American phenomenon. That's something the American culture has created. It's not something external that can threaten all of us. It's not like the school shooter can come for you next when you're in some other country. So people simply respond to these attacks and shootings based on how they affect their lives. If it's a global threat that threatens everyone, then of course it's going to get global attention. But if it's an internal issue that stems from that particular culture, then of course it's not going to get the same attention. There's no hypocrisy, there's no racism, and I'm so sick and tired of seeing this, so I hope I made myself very clear on this. Thank you for listening.